Welcome to Team 36's course, How to Study for the ACT. I'm Demetrius, and we'll be walking you through all that you need to know about the ACT and how to study for it. This course is different. The goal of this course is for you to develop enough of an understanding of the test so that you can create a personalized, effective study plan that will raise your score. In order to achieve that goal, we will focus on 4 things. The first one is what is on the test. We will introduce and discuss the 4 subjects of the ACT: English, math, reading, and science. We will make sure that you understand how many questions are on each section, how much time you have, and the types of questions that you will be asked. The second one is the basics of time management. The ACT is a timed norms reference test. This means that it is very different than the majority of tests that you have already taken in school so far. Timing is very important to do well, and so we will explain the basics to you. The third one is how to diagnose your strengths and weaknesses. The reason we do this is that you can't develop an effective study plan until you know what you already know on the test and what you still need to learn. The final one is how to create and use an effective study plan. After you have mastered the basics of the ACT, what is on it, and how to manage your time, the best way to raise your score is to learn the information and skills that you need to add points to your score. In order to do this efficiently, you need a plan, but not just any plan, a plan that is tailored to your needs. And once you have this plan, you want to use it to study smart, using the best techniques to learn the new material. We will provide you with a step-by-step guide on how to develop a study plan. We will then share with you the best ways in which to use that plan. By the end of this course, you will know what is on the ACT, the basics of time management, how to diagnose your strengths and weaknesses, and finally, how to use this information to create a plan and study effectively. As you can see, this is very different than what you will find in many other courses on the ACT. We will not provide any tips or tricks on how to answer certain types of questions. We will not teach any content that you will find on the ACT, so no specific information about how to answer questions within the 4 topics of the ACT: English, math, reading, or science. What we will do instead is get you ready to study all of that information. If you want to learn more about how to answer questions on the science section of the test, which you must compare and contrast 2 viewpoints, or the best way to tackle a math question that contains variables, that's great. We want you to do that. But we believe that you shouldn't start learning those techniques until you have mastered the basics of taking the ACT and identified out of all those tips, tricks, and specific information will be most helpful to raising your score. So, who is this course for? The first group of people who will benefit from this course are those who have never taken the ACT and want to learn more about it and how to study for it. The second group is students who have already taken the test and are now looking for a way to raise their score through targeted studying. Before you get started with us, you will need a few things. The first and most important is a practice ACT test. There are many ways in which to get a free ACT test. You can download a free test or a test preparation ebook from the internet, ask your school counselor, visit your local library to check out an ACT test preparation book, or see if friends or family have an old test book that you may use. Whatever practice test that you end up with, make sure that it has answers and that those answers have explanations. The second thing that you will need is a calculator. While you're getting that calculator, you should also look up the ACT's policy on what types of calculators are approved for use during the actual test. It is important to know what you can and cannot bring into the room with you. The third thing is paper and a pencil. If you plan to write the practice ACT test on paper, you will definitely need a pencil. You will also need to take notes on what types of questions are on each part of the test if you run your own diagnostic. Finally, you'll need to write down what information a good study plan needs. The final thing is a watch or other timer. That's it. We are very excited that you will be learning more about the ACT and how to study for it with us. Let's get started.